Hey everyone, so in the previous video we covered the introduction to ChainTest Reporting, what it is, why it's awesome, and how it helps automate your reporting process. Today we are moving to the next step. We will discuss on how to set up the project for ChainTest Reporting and how we'll implement ChainTest Reporting in our testing framework. So I'll walk you through how to set up the environment, install the required dependencies, and integrate ChainTest Report into your existing automation framework step by step. So by the end of this video, you'll have a fully working ChainTest setup ready to generate rich interactive reports for your test runs. So grab your coffee and let's jump right into the setup. And hey, if you haven't watched the first part yet, check it out using the link up here. Before continuing, let's get started. So let's see the agenda for this video. First, we have to create a Selenium TestNG project in which we will be implementing our chain test reporting. The second point is like we have to add the chain test reporting dependency into the POM XML, and then we will see the folder structure best practices under which we will be keeping the chain test reporting the folder, and the same folder path has to be used. So the first thing we have to do is to prepare a simple Selenium TestNG project by using the mentioned steps. So as you can see, we have to set up our project in our favorite ID. So we can take IntelliJ for now. We'll add our required Selenium and TestNG libraries to the project. We'll write the page class and we'll write the test in the test classes using TestNG. We'll use Selenium to open a web page and perform some actions in the test script, and we'll log the outcome of the test. So we should not miss to maintain the tests in that folder which is mentioned src test java. For example, we can have homepage test.java, login test.java, verify uh, any other landing page.java. The second point is we should have our page classes in src main java package. So for example, we'll have login page.java. So we'll keep our utilities in src main java package. So there we can have our property reader method, logger codes, common methods which are used uh, while writing the test scripts. So resources again will be stored in src test java. There we will store our config.properties where the URL and other important constant details will be mentioned there. And we will have our log4j.property file under resources only. So basically this is a basic project which can help automate a simple web testing easily. So just to show you guys, I have prepared a Selenium TestNG framework using POM design pattern. If you can see, I have a pom.xml file where I have kept all the dependencies related to Selenium and TestNG and other dependencies which are required to run the test. So I have the plugins also, compiler and Surfire, and I've mentioned test ngxml to point to that particular XML file where I have all the test classes that needs to be run. So coming to the packages, under src I have main and test. Main will have java page, all the page classes will be stored here, and under utilities I have the common methods, driver related methods, driver factory, driver holder, common methods, logger codes, and property file reader codes also. So all these things are present under util. Under test I have all the test classes. These are basically the test scripts for the test cases, and these will be executed. Under resources I have for now I have config.properties and log4j.properties. So I have added chain test dot properties also, that we will discuss in detail later. In config.properties I have the basic thing like URL, and we can store our other constants also like credentials we can store here, or anything related to database. Log4j is basically it's a property file for log4j, and we are storing all the required details for logging the steps in the console. Yeah, I think that's pretty much for the framework. For now, the project is ready and we are ready to implement our chain test reporting in our framework. So the first and foremost thing which we have to do is add the chain test dependency in the POM XML file. So basically, we have to add the chain test library to the POM XML file. As you can see, it's under group ID of uh, event stack and chain test ng. So the versions we have is 1.0.9. So this dependency we can add in the POM XML file. So basically this will help our framework to work better with the chain test server. It also makes it easy to create useful reports. Just gonna show you like how and where I have added the chain test reporting dependency. So this is the POM XML file for this project. Scrolling down, so I have added mm, okay, yeah. So basically I have added here, if you can see, this is the same dependency which is mentioned, so this needs to be added, then we can go with the rest of the process. So after adding the dependency, we can create a folder called chain test report under target. So basically there, once the execution is done, we will have the index.html uh, report there created. So for now we can just create that folder, and this the same folder path has to be used in a property file, so that we will be discussing in the next video. And that's it for today's video. We have successfully set up our chain test reporting project from installation to basic configuration, but yet we have some other configurations which needs to be done, so that we will see in the next video. So yeah, and if you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so that you don't miss the upcoming videos in this chain test reporting series. If you have any questions or run into a setup issue, drop them in the comments below. I'll read and reply to every one of them. Until next time, keep testing smart and automating smarter.